check. 1, 2, 2, 2. Aloha mai kako. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Kuhio Beach Hula Show. This evening, to begin our Ho'iko performance with the blowing of the Pukani or the conch shell. Please put your hands together for Hawaii's finest, Nikeke Bell. Once again with the blowing of the pukani and the conch shell, this is Nikeke Bell. We say mahalo to let you know that in ancient times the conch was used to announce the arrival of our chief and chiefesses, our kings and queens, and those of the royal family. It was also a way of communicating from village to village as well as from island to island. You may have noticed that he blew to the four corners of the earth, a tradition in this art form. By way of the hula, we do in fact take you back to old Hawaii, when the hula was originally for gods and goddesses. As tradition would have, we begin with the hula kai, an entrance chant that gives praise to our goddess of hula. Her name is Laka as the sun rises each morning. From these are isles of Hawaii, promising a brand new day. But first, our hopa, Hawaii Lumalia, would like to greet you with no one money.
No na kia puai kana hele hele ia la ia ki o e ka wa koko e na kino malu I kala ni malu e ho e ho lu mai na o la kai kona mau kai o ma kono o ma kono o ma kono ai ma kau kau Kai kalama kina me kaua kai hele no kumukai amaina iwa me iaka me kapola kai kaunge ni e maina iwa ma kualo me kero kapuo ke iwa ko ino he kapume na iki e ola ma kaua paulo ala 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 Just to reiterate, the kind of hula you are now witnessing is what we call the hula kahiko, or the ancient hula had you lived prior to the 18th century. This is the kind of hula you would have seen, for it is the only style that was practiced. You must know that when the missionaries arrived here in the islands, the Hawaiians were told two things. First, that the Hawaiian language was not to be spoken in public, and secondly, that the hula must be totally abolished. And if you were caught speaking the language and or performing the hula, you were severely punished. However, the keepers of King's Hawaiian were underground as with any cultural race. Once your language is gone, so is the basis of your culture. In addition to that, the Hawaiian language was not a written language. Therefore, the history, the genealogy of our people were passed down through mo'olelo, storytelling, and of course, somewhat within the mele. So the language and the hula went underground for about 70 years, but at the coronation of our last king, Kalakaua, he proclaimed that hula is the language of the heart, therefore the heartbeat of the Hawaiian people. It was from that time forward that the hula was once again performed in public. So with that in mind, give praise to him, taking you to the place once known to the Hawaiian as Mamalako, known to all of us today as Honolulu Harbor. This chant is threefold. It is first a Melevahipana, a place name chant. Secondly, it is a Mele Ho'oipoipo, a love story. Most importantly, it is a Mele Inoa, a name chant in his honor
Kaholo moku, he mele no kahikaya o mamau.
Ma kau kau. Ai, kahile ya aloha ya. Kahile. Kahile ya aloha ya la. Kahikaya o mamala. Kahile ya aloha ya la. Kahikaya o mamala. Malama he wana o ela I kau kana ke aloha. Malama he wana o ela I kau kana ke aloha. Aua pono no kau hana la he kile hule huoe. Aua pono no kau hana la he kile hule huoe. He alaka no hoana la I kau huo halau lani. He alaka no hoana la I kau huo halau lani. Aina mai kapuana la kime ai aloha iai. Aina ho kapuana la ka holo moku hei noa. Ai ala e ai. Aha e ai e. O ino ke kapume nai e ola ma koua paulo ala ino ke kapume nai e ola ma koua paulo ala e
Ladies and gentlemen, just a glimpse of our ancient hula. With that in mind, we're going to turn the time over to your leader on ukulele this evening, the essence of Hawaii and Chipaji.
Hello everyone, welcome this evening to the Kuhio Beach hula performance. I'd like to introduce you to the different instruments we're going to be using in the next segment of our show, which we call the awana. Translated means the modern version of the hula. And of course it will be accompanied, as I said, by music. So I'd like to introduce to you where each instrument came from. First of all, we have the upright bass, or the bass fiddle as it's called. And it was brought over to the island, to the island by Mr. Henry Berger, who is from Germany. See, what happened was King Kalakaua wanted to start the Royal Hawaiian Band, but the Hawaiians didn't have too much knowledge of music, like notes and clefs and so forth, until the missionaries came and taught us. So in the meantime, he said, I'd like to start a band, but we have no leader. So what he did was he traveled around the world, and he loved to be in Europe a lot. He was a world traveler, I would say. So anyway, he was in Europe, he was in Germany, and he heard this concert going on. He happened to be passing this park, and there was a concert going on, and he fell in love with the music, and he said, this is what I'd like to bring back to Hawaii. So he approached the bandmaster, who was Mr. Henry Berger, and asked him if he would like to come to Honolulu to help us start our band. And he said, I'd be glad to come. So Mr. Berger came to the upright bass, which is a beautiful instrument because it holds the music together. Now we have the ukulele. I know a lot of you probably by now know what ukulele means, and if you don't, well, I'll help you to remember. First of all, uku means flea, like the flea and the dog, because it resembled the flea. See, the Portuguese brought over the ukulele. I'm jumping ahead of my time. But anyway, the Portuguese were asked to come to Hawaii to be laborers in our pineapple fields and in our sugarcane fields. And with them, they brought their own version of their instrument, which resembled an ukulele, or I should say, we copied the instrument from them. So anyway, they came over, and with them came their instrument, and they started to play, and then Hawaiians were very intrigued, because as they played, they would move around, and the ukulele would start jumping their arms. So, if you listen to me correctly, did you hear what I said? Uku means flea, and then when it jumps around, lele means to jump. So you put it together, what do you have? Jumping flea. So that's what ukulele means. Remember the flea that jumps. And thanks to the Portuguese, we have this instrument. And we have the guitar. Now, the Mexicans were asked to come to Hawaii to teach our men to be Honolulu. Translated into Hawaii, English, I should say, Honolulu means cowboy. And believe me, our men became prolific cowboys. They were terrific. They went to a competition on the mainland, and they came in first, second, and third. I forgot to learn everything else. So Mexicans came, brought the guitar. And now we have a slack key festival every now and then in the island, which is a beautiful thing to listen to. You have one man picking on the guitar, and the others accompany him. And like I say, slack key festival. And if you're a guitarist, you'll know that slack key, you slack your keys, so it's a different tuning. So anyway, this is what we have. A guitar from Mexico, ukulele from Portugal, and upright bass from Germany. So thanks to all your nationalities. I appreciate it. So now we're gonna serenade you with some more music, our favorite music. Hopefully it's yours too, as our dancers prepare for the next segment. We should be together in a little living under a coconut tree. Yeah, three together in a little living over a coconut tree. They will be lazy and we'll be crazy. The sky grow hazy above, and we'll be all together in a little living dream of love. We should be together in a little living under a coconut tree. And three together in a little living over a silver tree. They will be lazy and we'll be crazy. The sky grow hazy above, and we'll be all together in a little living a dream of love. In a little living a dream of love.
Ka hauai tōro ka ōpia me ka hui la lawe a lilo Kua kua e a pau pono na ua helu e ka wana Ka hauai tōro ka ōpia me ka hui la lawe a lilo Kua kua e a pau pono na ua helu e ka wana Alawa iho e makasai sai Kua me kamakani hele ulu Me o le kapina me kai hona A mena ki ke e ala nui Ka pā kona ne a ka mahina A wale no i ka pai o pua E i kau e ka pale na pau E uli hoki ne ka haua O pā kona ne a ka mahina A wale no i ka pai o pua E i kau e ka pale na pau E uli hoki ne ka haua Alawa iho e maka au au Kua na kamakani hele ulu Me o le kapina me kai honga A mena ki ke e ala nui Hai ka kowe hi a sweet lay Ke uli ho i nei ka haua la Hae hi atu o i ka ai la hae ala Ke uli nei ka hui i la Hai ka kowe hi e kulei Ke uli ho i nei ka haua Step on the gas and going boom boom Ke uli nei ka hui la
When you hear sweet music, soft and low, you swing right, swing left, swing it all around. And do the hula lolo, and the sweet harmony, and it's raining down. You swing right, swing left, swing it all around. And do the hula lolo, where the moon is shining on Hawaii. And that's the train of the young cookie and the dog. Anyway, if you don't believe me, then you can go. You can swing right, swing left, swing all around. And do the hula lolo when the moon is shining on Hawaii. And dance to the train of the young cookie and the dog. Anyway, if you don't believe me, then you favorite island tunes. Mahalo nui, thank you very much. We do want to remind you that there is entertainment here 3 nights a week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Sponsored by the City and County of Honolulu, maintained and managed by the Waikiki Improvement Association, Hawaii Tourism Authority, and the Hyatt Regency Resort and Spa. When you get a chance, visit the swim lounge located on the 3rd floor of the Hyatt for great poo-poos and cocktails. Now, that aside, we'd like to formally greet you with a warm aloha. That was great right here. The rest of you, that was horrible. Aside from many other different things, aloha is our traditional greeting word. So when a Hawaiian greets you with that word, it's important that you respond energetically. That is correct. We are all Hawaiian. I'm about 2/3 quantum, mixed with Chinese and English. Auntie Paji is?
Half Hawaiian and Portuguese.
And Cousin Grant is?
Hawaiian, Chinese, Japanese, and Irish.
All right, be it that you need, yeah, he's chop suey. Now, be it that you need some practice with that word, return to the person to your right and tell that person aloha. Now turn to someone that you don't know and tell that person aloha. Okay, we're going to try this one last time, and if your response is not that great, we may go home. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, minasama, aloha. We say mahalo. Thank you very much. Once again, we bring to stage, of course, the beautiful Kawailana Malie and the enchanting Leilani here to share the hula awana. On the modern hula, first up, they utilize what we call the uli or the feather rattling gourd made from the bulb of a mianara coconut. We place alipoi seeds in there to give it a rattling noise, much like the Spanish maracas in days of old. We took the bark of the iei plant, a plant that is sacred to our goddess of hula. Her name is Laka. Today we take the maya or the banana, perhaps a rattan, and fasten it into a handle so that our dancers have something to maneuver with. And as you can see, they are adorning with hulu. You call them feathers. The feathers are not leftovers from KFC.
They're from Popeye's kitchen. There I go, I forget the middle word.
Now, the red and yellow signifies our monarchy. We did, in fact, have here at one time. You know, there's so much to be learned about we the Hawaiian people, where we came from, where we are today, where we hope to be in the near future. You must visit at least the Iolani Palace, located in downtown Honolulu, and the Bishop Museum. Listen to the rhythms of their uli as we speak of the search for papasia.
Kaua kui ke ka'a ni ka huiwala papasia e au ma e oe.
How about a round of applause for our dancers?
Kaua kui ke ka'a ni ka huiwala papasia e au ma e oe. Aloha ia no ao ke walonai I ka wae ani e vivi ana. Aloha ia no ao ke walonai I ka wae ani e vivi ana. Au he a wale oe alo papasia la e a o mama e a hane. Au he a wale oe alo papasia la e a o mama la e a hane. Haina haia mai ana ka puana la papasia e a ua e oe. Haina ia mai ana ka puana la papasia e a ua e oe.
Hey, papasia. Mahalo, thank you very much. Next up, we utilize what we call the pu'ili, made from the stalk of a bamboo. We slice it thinly, now hit it together, gives a rhythmic noise. Now, how many of you out there have traveled to Hawaii Island with the show guys? Big island of Hawaii. Okay, right here. What's the capital of that island? That's correct. You must know that each island has its own capital, mountain color, and flowers significant to that island. As mentioned, the capital of the big island is Hilo. Its color is red. Highest mountain is Mauna Kea. Flower is the lehua blossom. Listen to the rhythms as we speak of the coming lehua rains with Hilo in. As they keep time to the music, it's 4/4 time, much like your swing time. We call it hula tempo. One more time, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping perfect rhythm to the music. No, it's not our Hawaiian martial arts, it's still the hula. Once again, put your hands together for our dancers and their dance. Mahalo, thank you very much. Last, they utilize what we call the ipu, made from a squash or a gourd. We simply pick it from the vine, we chop the tops off, cleaning the inside, for they do have seeds much like your pumpkin. In days of old, the larger sizes were also used to store food and water, specifically our Hawaiian poi, made from the taro. How many of you out there have tasted our Hawaiian poi? Again with the show of hands. Did you like it over here? You did not like our Hawaiian poi? Well, how rude. No. If you had to compare it to something, what would you compare it to? Be honest.
I didn't have it.
Most people think it tastes like wallpaper paste. Is that what he said? Mr. Paste himself? Well, we wouldn't know because we don't eat paste. Hachipachi has a true story to share with you about our Hawaiian poi.
Yes, I've been telling this story quite a few years, and you know, a lot of people have gotten to like poi, maybe because of the story, I don't know, but anyway. I was reading our newspaper many years ago, and I came across an article on the front page. It talked about, or it was an article about poi. So I got very inquisitive and I started to read it. And then it talked about a baby that was born on the mainland, and wasn't surviving. Well, it was sort of like, I would say, what is it, holding its food down. Every time they feed it, it chuck it up. And this was a newborn, so they went for the first day, the baby did that. The second day, they were getting worried. They said, you know, if we don't find something that this baby can hold down, it's not going to survive. So guess what? That's right, somebody mentioned, why don't we try poi? So they said, that's a good idea, we'll try anything at this stage. And so they called Hawaii. Hawaii said, poi up. Told them to mix in a very soft consistency with water. Then add a little bit milk to it and a little bit sugar. And put it in the bottle and shake it up. And we call that in Hawaii poi cocktail. It's really delicious, you should try it. So anyway, they did that. They said, well, here goes. So they put it in the baby's mouth. And the baby started sucking and sucking and kept going. And they said, you know, this baby is not chucking up its food. Maybe we have found a miracle. Or I like to think it was a miracle. But anyway, they said, this baby, I think it's going to survive. So this did again the next day. The baby didn't chuck up anything. So they started to gradually feed it other foods. And it kept it down. So they said, you know, this baby is going to survive. And that's the story of poi. I like to say, or think, poi saved this baby. So that's the story of our wonderful, wonderful poi that we love deliciously. I'm try to convince you folks, but anyway, we love our boys, so hopefully Ree, someday you'll like it too.
Mahalo and Tipaji. Now with this implement, they speak of a ship that begins its journey from the island of Maui, ends up right here in Maumala Bay. This is No Pu'ilkahi. The ship called the Pu'ilkahi and No Pu'ilkahi. Mahalo, thank you very much. Well, that concludes our implement section. Henceforth, going forward, our dancers utilize their hands to interpret the hula, taking you right down the street to that landmark we all know today as Diamond Head, known to the Hawaiian of old as Le'ahi. Ahi meaning the brow of a fish. So if you get to see it from the top, you'll see that the crater is shaped much like a tuna fish, to be specific. Now this Meleo song speaks of the crater and how we come to Waikiki to surf in the days at Kuhio Beach Park. There was a racetrack as they do for you, Kai Manahila. We now come to Waikiki to serve. Now to the racetracks at Kuhio Beach Park. Iwa ma ko I kapi ola ni pa Ai ke kana ni kalina poe poe Kalina poe poe Ho'oru hiki no Haina ia mai ana ko puana Ai he kana ni o kai manahila Kai manahila Kau mai Haina ia mai ana ko puana Ai ke kana ni o kai manahila Kai manahila Kau mai Uluniu Now for the landmark called Diamond Inn with Kainahila. Alright, this time we're going to feature Leilani, a recent graduate of the University of Hawaii Mano campus. Currently working within the visitor industry, mahalo. So when you see her in Waikiki, give her your aloha. Okay. She'd like to take you once again to the Valley Isle of Maui. Speaking of that Eva bird. And koali. Hey, aloha no koali, kanalu ha'i mai o kanewai, me kali poa paua, anu make hewa kelai. Aloha no koali, I kanalu ha'i mai o kanewai, me kali poa paua, anu make hewa kelai. E ho'i ka olu o ia hale rose, I ka hale lau ka iwa iwa, me na iwa e wale ai. Hamali hei kalai E ho'i ka olu o ia hale rose I ka hale lau ka iwa iwa Mena iwa e wale ai Ki ka hamali hei kalai Nani wailu ai tae udi tae I ka holu na peo kala o kariu I kou elo hae o hae Hawaii Kila kila I Hawaii la lai lai Nani wailu ai tae muke kai I ka holu na peo kala o kariu I kou elo hae o hae Hawaii Ku kila kila I kalai la lai lai Hai mai na kapuana I kanalu ha'i mai o kanewai Me kali poa paua Hanu make hewa kelai Hai na ia mai na kapuana I kanalu ha'i mai o kanewai Me kali poa paua Hanu make hewa Koali, mahalo.
I was going to do the chat.
Well, in a couple of months, there will be, well, specifically in April, there will be a hula competition located on the Big Island of Hawaii in the district of Hilo. It's a 3-night competition. It begins on a Thursday, wherein a teacher within the hula school or Kumahula will select one female to represent her school of hula in this competition. Well, in the year 2002, she was chosen to represent her hula, halau, and took the grand prize. So she is our Miss Aloha Hula 2002, Hawaiian Malia. And she'd like to take you to Nu'uanu, to that place called Lanihuli, a song that was first debuted by April Chalk and has since become a signature song for Halau Hula Omiki, a song entitled Hula Ahihi. A beautiful Kavelana Mauli with Wa'ahihi. Mahalo. Thank you very much. Bringing back to stage, of course, Leilani. They'd like to perform a song that was born in Hollywood. A husband and wife team from Oahu consulted on a movie called Waikiki Wedding starring Bing Crosby. The wife wasn't too pleased to be in LA. I would say why, but he told her to, just to be a little patient, you my sweetheart, the one with the beautiful eyes. He writing the song for his sweetheart, otherwise known as Kuhio.
Oh
say, come to me, or return to me, so that you and I, we too, will be together. For you are my desire. Now there is a brightness above. This brightness comes from the moon high in the sky. A song of hula has been shared, so tell the refrain. This one of my sweetheart, the one with the beautiful eyes, high in the hills. Filipinos, Kuhio. Now, how many of you out there would like to see more hula? Alright. If so, then you need to say encore in the Hawaiian language. No one? Alright, repeat after me and say hana. One more time, hana. Hana meaning to do, to work, to perform. Second word is spelled H-O-U, pronounced ho. Everyone say ho ho. One more time, ho. Ho meaning again, to repeat. Not the way to use it today, it's just so basically you're saying do it again. So if you want them to perform more hula, you have to say hana ho. One more time. Not Idaho. Alright, so all you wives out there, when you get back to your hotel room and your husband does something fantastic, what do you say? Remember that, okay? Now earlier on, our dancers did utilize each hula implement in separate numbers. On this next number, they utilize all three in one hula, taking you to the Valley Isle of Maui to its highest summit called Haleakala, translated to mean House of the Sun, known for spectacular sunrises. This is the Haleakala Hula. This is a split family. Once again, Alrighty, now how many of you out there have come to the islands for the very first time? With a show of hands. Okay, keep them up. We want to take a random count. Keep them up. Okay, all of you with your hands up, come to the stage. You haven't been to the islands unless you've eaten the Hawaiian poi or have learned to do the hula. So utilize the stairs on both ends. Don't worry about it. You'll never see these people ever again in your life. We clocked about 50 people, so we expect to see that much people. Take your time, but hurry up. Aloha. Aloha. It's just 4 steps to the right, 4 steps to the left. Make sure you have someone out there who can take pictures and videos, whatever you have. Don't do that so Okay, let's not all bunch up. Okay, all the children in the front. Children in the front. Everyone extend your right arm out to your right. That's how much room you're gonna need. So move forward, move backwards. Okay, everyone, 2 steps forward. 2 steps forward. Alright, so basically I give you the instructions and you follow our dancers. So hands on your hips, bend your knees. First movement is what we call a kaholo. That's 4 steps to the right, 4 steps to the left. Kaholo to the right. Right, 2, now to the left. Right, 2, 3, 4. Right, 2, 3, 4. And accompany it. Alright, some of you can count. Extend your right arm out to your right. Left above your chest, palms down. When you take your 4 steps to your right, women only wave your hands. Gentlemen, keep them firm. Now, when you take your 4 steps to the left, switch over to the left, everyone. And again, women only wave your hands. Now back to the right, bend your knees. Kaholo. Right, 2, 3, 4, left, 2, 3, 4. Right, 2, 3, 4, and accompany. Alright, that's just the beginning. Now you're gonna learn the motions which speaks of an old way of fishing. It's called hukirao. So first motion, overgoing. Watch our dancers. Overgoing to a hukirao. Pull your nets. Watch our dancers. Follow our dancers. We're the halau. That's a Hawaiian dish. Is a kalakaua. And a big luau. What a wonderful day for fishing. In the old Hawaiian way, hands on your hips, pretend you're in a barrel and you're going to clean that barrel with your bottom. So bend your knees and throw your bottom in a round circular motion. If your feet are slightly apart, it will give you more action. And of course, if you're bent knee. Okay, now we're going to add a kuku. So basically, it's 2 slow circular motions followed by 3 quick ones. So 2 slow and 3 quick. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. One more time. 1 and 2 and 1. All right, turn around, face the band. We want the audience to see what we're seeing. Okay, so hands on your hips, bend your knees, and here we go. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. All right, turn around, face the audience. Continuing on, all the hukirao, let's go swishing, swish your nets. Down in ola yebe, make your bay. At the very end, bring your hands to your shoulders, then together in front of you. Step back on your left foot and take your bow. All right, shake it out, shake it out. Okay, everyone on stage, are you ready? Okay, one more time. Are you ready? extend your right arm out to your right, left above your chest. To all our first-time visitors that are not on stage, we have a Hawaiian word for you. It's called chicken. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause because they're going to need it. Bend your knees, and here we go. Follow to the right, to now to the left. Going on, reach your back. Where your necks. On the other side. Everybody. For your necks. Reference your Hawaiian dish. Now throw your nets into the sea. Make your knee more. Put your eye. For your nets. What a wonderful day. We're fishing with your fishing pole. Here comes your barrel. One, two, mahalo. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of evening when we must say aloha. We do want to remind you that there is entertainment here 3 nights a week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Sponsored by the City and County of Honolulu, maintained and managed by the Waikiki Beach Association, the Hawaii Tourism Authority, and the Hyatt Regency Resort and Spa. Remember to visit their swim lounge, located on the 3rd floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the beautiful Leilani and the enchanted Kawailana Maui. We are the Puamelia Trio on the ukulele, the essence of Hawaii. Put your hands together for Antipaji. On basses and vocals, very talented gentlemen. Give it up for Grant. Aloha, mahalo. Yours truly, my name is Kalani Maio. A show would not be complete without sound and lighting. Round of applause for Nathaniel and Chris from Durant Sound and Lighting. Most importantly, we thank you, our visitor, for choosing Hawaii as your vacation destination. We hope that while you visit our islands, you will encounter the true spirit of aloha. We learned here that we never say goodbye, but we do say aloha ahuiho. We'd love until we meet again. And malamako kina, take care of yourself, and malamako ohana. Take care of your families, for really that families are forever. We'll leave you with this one last number, originally written as a chant. Spike Jones got a hold of it. Took it back to Hollywood, placed it in a movie, Birds of Paradise, starring Jeff Chandler and Deborah Paget. This is the Hawaiian War Chant. very fun. Aloha. All right, a reminder to check about yourselves. Make sure you take everything you brought with you. Several years ago, someone forgot the grandma. Don't forget your family, all right? Uluniu and Malamapono, please take care.
I was looking at it. I was like,